How goes it, everybody? Welcome back to Larry's Anything Goes. I got two of my brothers from another mother that we've gone back like two flats on a Cadillac. Christopher Edwards and Dennis Charles. And they were just telling me, both parents, about, how one of their kids actually doing schoolwork during this whole crazy pandemic. We're not going to mention it because I know social media has put a flag on videos that talk, if you actually mention the word. So we're not going to mention the actual craziness going on. But Chris said his daughter actually gets everything done within a reasonable amount of time, and it doesn't take all day. And I'm just like, it's crazy. This one thing has taught us, and I'm sure you guys would agree with me, and if you don't, I get it, that this whole thing has taught us that most people aren't really meant to work 40 hours in one area to be away from their family all this time, one. And two, most kids don't really need to be in school all this time because they're really not getting anything of value within all those hours that they have to spend time in school. Would you guys agree or beg to differ or what?
Oh yeah, they definitely stretch the school year out longer than it has to be. I mean, they were quick to just cancel school, so I mean that's a sign. I mean, I know it's dangerous out here, but the dude was like, "Yeah, we're just gonna get rid of the whole year." I was like, "Man, it's only March."
What do you think, Chris?
Well, I'm gonna have a little disclaimer for me on certain things.
Okay.
Because I got something to say about both school and work.
Okay.
For my daughter, she's well ahead of her other classmate in preschool because she went to daycare since she was 6 weeks old.
Right.
So her daycare taught her a lot of things already. So, but her school actually added on to it. So technically, outside of the chance of her being better at reading, she's actually got a first grade level understanding.
Right.
Already. Now, as for work, I'm gonna say disclaimer. I do a lot of work there, but I start my work like crack of dawn basically, and I ended at like about 4 o'clock maybe.
Got you.
My work is supposed to take 8 hours.
Is that right?
I get done in 2.
Oh yeah.
And there you have it.
Now I also make sure I do other people's work to help out as well, or if they don't have the question, I fill in to get my 8 hours in.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean that's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah, that big disclaimer. I do 8 hours of work. So
right. Yeah. I mean, I get that.
Like, wait a minute.
So what do you guys think? I mean, quick disclaimer: if you guys first introduce yourselves, because I talk enough. Whoever wants to go first, and then tell me what you think about all this craziness that's going on. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
All right, cool.
You know what?
Your first and last name, young man?
My name is Dennis Charles. I live in the Northern Virginia area. And I have mixed feelings about this whole thing. Part of it's a learning experience to me because in my lifetime, I've never dealt with anything like this. So it teaches you to be ready because anything's possible. Like, people are getting laid off left and right. You have something set up to kind of maintain it for a little while at least. Some people don't have anything, so they lost their job last week.
Yes.
You can't pay anything. So
yes.
I mean, it teaches you to be kind of responsible. Set back a little bit of money. Just in case. Like, I know they say for a rainy day, but I mean this is monsoon right now. You money bad. I know the government's giving everybody $1,200, but I mean, in major cities, $1,200 is not even enough for your rent or your mortgage or whatever.
Oh no.
In most part. In the back, as my buddy that's from Mississippi said, in the backwoods of Mississippi, $1,200 ain't nothing. So that's another story for another day.
To make things worse, like I know you people have bills, different people they got to pay. Most places they're not letting this slide. Like I've gotten things from credit card companies like, oh, we know times are hard right now. You can pay online at any time. I'm like, hey, that don't say nothing about helping me out. You're just telling me I don't have to come to the store to pay it. I can pay online. That won't help me out. So I mean, it's been crazy. Then people around here. I mean, part of it's the media. I know it's dangerous. I mean, it's serious, but people are I think they're blowing it too out of proportion. Just if you maintain like common sense, keep cover your mouth, give people their space.
Right.
Nothing to go crazy about. Like. They went
have your mask.
Yeah, have a mask on. They went to Walmart and bought all the toilet paper. Like what?
Yeah, it's like, just keep it simple.
Keep it simple. That's it. Like
You know, I don't understand all this, but yeah, and I'm not a big fan of watching the news anyways, because even before this thing happened, I call them crisis control, because they all want to just report the bad stuff happening in the world and never anything good.
Yeah. Yep. First thing you see when you go on Facebook every morning is X amount of positive tests in Northern Virginia, breaks yesterday's record, or that's all they talk about.
Yeah, it's like it's doomsday and whatnot.
Yeah, pretty much.
Go ahead, Chris. Go ahead and introduce yourself, please.
All right, guys. I'm Chris Edwards. Used to live in the DMV area, but now I'm living in South Texas. Owner of Regional Consultants. And yeah, obviously I'm hearing a lot of things going on in the DMV area, but it's from the United States, Virginia, DC, Maryland area, and then there's Texas. Like literally, Texas, they have their own rules and regulations, whatever. It's crazy. Like they, the city shut down. The city basically shut down. Yeah. You got your essential workers. If you work from home, you work from home. But at the same time, you ain't supposed to be on the road certain times of night. Ain't nobody listening to that nonsense. They just literally just had the fire marshal go to the Walmart and tell them, hey, you can't have some amount of people in here at a time. So they went out. Actually, I've seen this because I knew one of the managers at the store. Mm-hmm. He got all the lines set up, the tape and everything like that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, people still go on there doing whatever they want to do. Oh, yeah. And then, like just a few hours ago, I went to go get some barbecue food from a food truck in downtown San Antonio. Mm-hmm. I get there early because they have a policy. We open until we run out of food.
Right.
So the last time we heard their food ran, I was like, they opened at 11, they closed at 1 because they ran out of food. Mm. So I went up there, got my food, waiting for it to get cooked and everything like that, and get made for me. By the time I got my food, there's about 30 people outside.
Wow.
And it's a food truck, so if the cops come around, they can shut them down.
You gotta be kidding me.
I'm dead serious. You only got a certain amount, and this is a food truck, so you're already outside, but you gotta have a certain amount of people around that establishment.
Yeah, and you know that wouldn't surprise me because, and Dennis, I'm sure you can attest to this. In a lot of the Walmarts, only allowing like up to 10 to 15 people in there, and at Costco's.
Lately, they've been counting it more often now. At first, they weren't doing anything,
right?
Acting there, but now they have lines set up out front. Only so many people can go in.
Now, let me ask y'all a question. Because I see it here. I'm not sure anywhere else, but I see it here. When you guys have when y'all go to your store or grocery store, Walmart, whatever, do you guys actually got an armed police officer out there with y'all counting?
No. I haven't seen that here.
We got that down here.
I believe that. I mean, heck, in Texas, they're not even letting you drive into the state if you got a Louisiana license plate.
Oh yeah.
Texas, everybody's packing, so I mean they gotta have a packing officer.
Well, they got a law down here, well, at least in San Antonio, that you can walk around with any type of gun on you, as long as you have the license. And I mean any gun, sidearm, assault rifle, shotgun, whatever. As long as you get the license, you can walk around with it.
Oh yeah, I believe it. It does. Yeah, it's like because it's not only just with the whole Second Amendment thing. The gun business is big business in Texas, you know.
Oh yeah.
Nobody ever talks about that, like how much money is actually made. Like if you own a gun shop in Texas or any state in the South.
Actually, they're booming in Virginia too.
Yeah, in Virginia too. Yeah, I mean, it's like you're making some serious money, you know, because it's a culture. But nobody ever talks about my personal opinion, the economic aspects of it, because gun store owners make some serious money.
Yeah.
You know, it's crazy. What do you think? Because Chris, your wife works in the medical field, right? She's a nurse, right?
Surgical tech, yeah.
Surgical tech, my bad. All right, so what do you think the medical aftermath of this is going to be, especially even from a financial standpoint? Because, you know, with the healthcare, it's already crazy. So I just imagine people's medical bills for the ones who do survive this incident, you know, and this crisis, how crazy it's going to be. Because I just see debt upon debt upon debt upon debt. Everybody's talking about the federal debt, how bad it's getting. Yeah. I'm talking about working people, how bad the debt's going to get.
They're going to end up writing off a lot of medical bills because of this. I can see it. Because, you know, anytime you got to stay overnight in the hospital, you're paying for it.
Yes, sir.
Well,
it's like it's going to trickle down because people are going to be like, oh man, I got it because they made me go to work, and then it's going to be I don't know. I can see a lot of debt being pawned off on people. Taxes. I don't either way. I don't know how they're going to do it, but people are
You're right.
going to afford it.
Yeah, a lot of things are going to happen. I believe some of these hospitals down here are they are either for profit or they have medical beliefs in them. Ironically, my wife's hospital, they practice. It's a Catholic style hospital, so certain things she'll get her benefits, certain things she won't get her benefits. And because of her job that she does, it's not considered emergency. So they did, unfortunately, cut her hours and everything like that.
Oh man,
she's pissed, but I'm like,
I believe it.
But I'm like, don't worry about it. We got the money. I'm working, so we cover the bills. So I don't stress out on that. Put that on my shoulders. But the thing that gets me is it's concerning for me. Actually, sometimes even terrifying because the fact that she is working in a hospital and she is about 4 months pregnant.
Right.
Yeah.
So that always runs across my mind and everything like that. But I do know that they make sure they check her before she even goes in the building. Do the check before she goes out. And so they make it little that they can make sure that at least the workers there are at least clean and safe before they even get into the building.
Got you.
So, but as for just the medical aspect of how much it's going to cost, anything like that, that really runs between the hospitals because a lot of hospitals here, like the board members, they may say, and I'm just doing this in hospitals in general down here in San Antonio because I've seen quite a few of them.
Got you.
They may say like, yeah, we are at like a profit of this quarter and everything like that, but yet some of their equipment are run down. And as for a technology guy, I know some of the equipment run down because I see some of them still running XP.
2020,
like,
are you serious?
Yeah, I'm dead serious. Yeah, I'm dead serious. And if I had the years of experience plus the certification to prove it, I could probably be head of technology in one of those hospitals getting us an update because they're so far behind, but yet they say they have a profit. So
they have a profit. They put those profits in the wrong areas, obviously.
Yeah, so that's why it's so I can't say really 100% sure like, hey, these as for the medical industry is going to go down or up because the premiums or anything like that. I only can go based off the technology that I see here. Like, yeah, the money going somewhere,
right?
But a lot of people are not seeing it.
Yeah.
Got you.
Whoever comes up with the vaccine first, they're going to be the winner. I can tell you that right now. If they have one.
You know, that's a real gray area right now. That's a real gray area right now. But
I'm about to say disclaimer here. Let's ask Magic Johnson. He knows.
Somebody knows where it's at.
And there you have it.
Somebody knows where it's at.
Leading into the next question, what do you think is going to be the overall economic impact across the country in regards to this? No matter how many stimulus packages they pass, I mean, you know, let's be realistic about this.
This might be honestly, this is our version of the Great Depression.
Think so?
This is gonna be a version of Great Depression because a lot of small businesses, especially that's needed, not essential, but let's say like small restaurants, barber shops, car washes, everything like that. Those things are gonna be gone.
You're right. You're right. A lot of them are not going to recover from this, and people
they're going to be gone. Especially
talked about
especially if it continues on through the summer.
Oh yeah.
It's like, and they're trying. I know with the Small Business Administration, they're trying to flow money out, but money's not getting flown out. It's not flooding the market quickly enough, and a lot of these banks aren't. Like I said, they're running out of money, even though they're getting a lot of money every day. But they're not willing to, you know, because it's such an uncertain time. People aren't really loaning out issuing out loans as much as they used to. I mean, heck, I just came back from another open house, and I was talking to one of my real estate investors, and he was just like, man, this is a very uncertain time right now, and a lot of these institutions aren't, you know, even the private money lenders are just on shaky grounds.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of businesses are going to be gone by summertime. I mean, I'm just even thinking about like the ice cream man with the ice cream trucks coming around here. I don't think he's gonna last because he can't do nothing.
You're right.
So I mean, a lot of businesses are going to be gone. A lot of small developers.
Yep.
A lot of small developers, real estate.
Yes.
Some of them going to be. Actually, I knew quite a few of them have been on furlough, so to speak.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Yes.
They've been furloughed and stuff like that, and it's like it's going to hit hard. This is our version of the Great Depression.
So you think it's worse than
we had the Great Recession back in 2008.
Right.
But that was just only the housing market, and the stock market went down. Everybody was able to work, still able to work. This time, yeah, it's going to be bad.
Yeah, it's everything. It's encompassing everything.
It's definitely rough.
And the crazy thing is, the foreclosures are most likely because they can't hold it off forever. Eventually, that's going to take place because, like you said, these businesses go out of business.
Yeah.
People can't work. You're going to have the homeless population might increase, unfortunately, and foreclosures might increase, unfortunately, as well.
Definitely.
And I've been saying this ever since this thing happened. I said the Great Recession didn't teach people. It taught me a lesson about having multiple streams of income. But if this doesn't teach people the lesson of having multiple streams of income, I don't know what will.
Yeah.
And saving their money, investing the money, learning the principles of wealth. This whole thing is shooking people up, saying you can't be comfortable anymore.
It definitely done that.
No matter who's your governor, no matter who runs Congress, that's irrelevant.
Yeah.
Can't be comfortable anymore.
Well, even still, I mean, we learned from a lot of things. Like me and Dennis, we learned going to college, going to universities. You couldn't be comfortable in there because of where we were at. Like you were, like Dennis, you were in Richmond, so you know how crazy Richmond can be. I was in Norfolk. We know when it gets hot out there, people go crazy.
Oh.
So we were already prepped to try to handle certain things. And then when the Great Recession kicked in, I mean, heck, even I lost my job back in 2009. It took me a whole year to get myself a new job.
Right.
So I knew what was going on. But
exactly.
But something like this that you have no control over.
Right.
And something like this happens, and you're trying to go get somewhere, and this hits in, you back to square one.
Yep.
And even if you got money saved up for it, or even if you have investments in it, if you're not at a situation where you are say, okay, we're good, we can handle this for a brief period of time, it's going to affect you.
Exactly.
And multiple streams of income is the way to go.
Yeah.
But for people that's actually just starting to get into that, it's very depressing for them.
Oh yeah, I agree, 100%, 100%. What would you all say is the biggest health lesson that people should learn from this crisis?
Get life insurance.
That's good. That's smart.
I'm serious. Get life insurance because even some of the healthiest people, I mean, NBA players even caught the virus.
That's true.
So if they can catch the virus, and they're supposed to be like in top shape, perform, in top peak of their life, their career and everything, then anybody can get it.
Yeah. To me, it teaches you like little things about hygiene. Like, I mean, it goes back to the basics. Cover your mouth. Like you're taught this when you're 2 years old. Cover your mouth when you sneeze. Wash your hands.
No,
like,
we were taught that at a young age. A lot of people weren't taught that. It wasn't in their household.
Yeah, you're right. I've seen some things out here, and I'm like, oh man, where do they do that?
There's a grown man. I won't say where I know him from, but I will say that he's our age and he does a lot of this.
Oh my goodness.
Exactly. So before this happened, I said to myself, I don't want to be around this individual because I know it's not going to end up pretty because you guys know my attitude towards people that I don't think.
Yeah.
So, but luckily, we'll get to work from home now. So it's like, okay, don't have to deal with that individual. But just imagine a 38-year-old man doing this on a regular basis in a meeting.
Terrible.
Kind of throw in the room, lock the door, put the piano up. You ain't going nowhere.
Oh yeah.
Well, okay. So now, for regular working people.
Yeah.
So what would you guys say to somebody who's still working right now? Okay, they're decent, whatever job they have, it's essential, blah, blah, blah. And they've gotten the stimulus checks. They're married, they have children, so they're not just getting $1,200, they're getting more than that. What would you guys suggest that they do with that money?
Me personally,
Mhm.
I'm the saving type, so I would say
I'm with that.
save it right now. I mean, don't look at this as, oh, I got thousands of dollars. I'm gonna go out here and buy new clothes, or I mean, don't get me wrong. It's always right to treat yourself every once in a while, but
Right.
don't take $1,200 and spend 1,000 on clothes. You know, I mean, save $1,000 and use 200 to mess around with. You know, save
Right.
it. I mean,
Oh,
Oh,
you
that's
guys,
smart.
you guys know me all too well. You guys know me all too well. I'm flipping that.
oh yeah, there you go. See, like
Yeah.
y'all are investment savvy. Like I just save stuff, so
Oh yeah.
I
You
get it.
know
I
me.
get it. I mean,
I'm going to save and I'm going to invest. That's my mindset.
yeah. See, there you go. I haven't gotten the investment part down, but I know how to save it. I definitely know how to save it.
Should
I'm
be
not-
flipping that money.
Exactly.
I know how to look. I know how to get. Well, let's see. Between me, my wife, and my daughter, I'll say, well, at least for me, for my daughter's portion of the money, I'm open to trust fund for her.
There you go.
So and I've been telling you, I've been saying it for a long time. I'm actually going to do open trust fund for her.
There you go.
The money that I am going to do for me, I only got like a little bit left on my car note to finally pay that off. I'm gonna pay that off.
True.
Smart
Yeah,
man.
I'm bringing more money for me anyway with my paycheck. Now I'm flipping it.
Oh,
Bingo. Bingo. Listen to these people, you guys out there. This is what smart people do with money.
save your money.
It's literally that simple.
Yep.
Thousands of videos on YouTube and wherever to figure out how to do it and figure out what works best for you and your family.
Yep.
Simple. Do not make Michael Jordan richer than he already is.
Yep.
Oh,
Oh,
He's
rich.
fine.
He's
look,
very rich.
look, I've been down that road before.
Oh yeah.
I got nothing against Michael Jordan. I'm just saying he's fine. Okay.
Oh yeah.
And if you and you know, it's like, and then if not, support a small business. If you got to spend it, if it's that serious, support a small business, especially a Black business. You know.
I would say if you can truly afford to buy like Jordan and stuff, I won't knock you, but don't struggle to buy something.
Thank you.
Because you know what? Back in the day when I was younger, I would work just to buy the pair of Jordans. You know,
I'm with you.
Like, yeah, they're nice, but I mean, now I'm broke. So I'm broke until I get paid, but I got Jordans on my feet. What?
Look, I'm with you. Look, we went to the same store. Look, I remember that day. We were just going to Norfolk, and we had those 13s available.
I remember.
Yeah, I gave you the money later, but I bought like 5 pairs.
When we were young, stuff we were doing.
Nothing wrong with that. You know, hey, that's what it is. You know, you learn and you grow.
Oh yeah, you definitely learn.
Learn and you grow. I look at it as like, hey, that's what it's all about. You know, you learn.
Yeah, my whole life has been a learning experience. You know.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we all learn. I mean, you know me, I'm not perfect.
Yeah. When you grow up in a household where nothing is necessarily given to you,
Right.
You learn fast.
Let's not get started with that. We're gonna bring back the old catfish nugget story again on this one.
Oh yeah. You know, both my parents worked, and you know, I never got a free car. I told people all the time. I'm like, man, I had to buy my first car.
I know that's right.
I bought it from my father.
Hey,
He told me nothing's free. And then
he taught you a valuable lesson, right?
Yeah, it's right.
You know, you appreciate something when you work for it more.
Oh yeah. You definitely appreciate it.
You know?
My parents gave me my car and stuff like that, but they had a lot of problems. I didn't learn how to fix it.
Oh yeah.
I know that's right. Yeah, I had to work for 2 jobs to get my first car.
Yep.
I appreciated it. It had problems, and I had to learn how to fix it. You learn.
Yeah. So.
Oh yeah.
You know,
it wasn't like we didn't get no brand new car, no problems.
No,
either Dennis had to pay for his car, or I had a car. I had to make sure mine was up to par.
Oh yeah.
Oil changes, brakes, all that. If it broke down, I'm gotta fix it.
Yep.
So what would you, speaking of all that, what would you give? Because, let's think about the teenagers that are, that we're supposed to walk across the stage this year, high school graduation or college graduation, and with them stepping into this world, seeing how the world is right now.
Yeah.
What advice would you give to the young men and women from a financial aspect that are going to be stepping out into this new world, You know, that because we're not gonna. We all can. I think we can agree that the world isn't gonna be the same after this is all said.
Yeah.
You know. So what advice would you give to them?
If you're coming out of high school or like out of high school or out of college.
Let's go with high school first.
High school. It depends on if they're going to college or not, but I would tell them not to rush to get into debt, pretty much, because college right now is expensive. So stay home. If you can go to a community college for a while first, and then go to a university, do that.
Got you.
Save money by any means. Don't just jump into the debt immediately.
Got you.
Or maybe even a trade school. Like me, I went to college straight out of high school, and that didn't really work out too well for me. I wasn't really, I probably wasn't really ready for it.
Right.
I thought, like, you can't tell an 18-year-old, stay home after high school. They're gonna want to go away to school. But I mean, if I could go back, I'd probably go to Nova first, get 2 years in, and then go to the university. And say, because I mean, you save yourself money, and I mean, at the end of the day, you still get the degree from the college. So.
Right. Hey, I couldn't agree with you more. How about you, Chris?
For high schoolers that are just graduating, I would say that because the way the world is evolving now, they're probably already doing it and not realizing it. You already got a skill set, utilize it.
Yeah.
Put it on YouTube.
Oh,
Yes, if you're very good at what you can do, put it. Because us, we didn't have when we first went out of school.
Exactly.
There's a lot of things that we didn't have that these guys have already, and the youth are not even realizing it. Social media, TikTok, YouTube. If they're already using it right now, find a way to monetize it.
Yes, sir.
True.
Yes,
and if you are going to go to college, film your life in college. People want to know what's going on.
Absolutely.
Google will be like, you know what? I like your videos. Here's
right.
money for you for appreciation. So now you got your own business paying for school.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And you're getting more tax write-offs at the same time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Because a lot of it, like we all know, when it comes to business, these schools don't really teach that to the youth. They teach them how to be the best employees, but they're not teaching them how to be owners and entrepreneurs.
Nah, they tell us just the basic of basics, but a lot of people don't tell you how it's done step by step. And that was my problem. That was my problem for me even running my own business.
Right.
So I knew the basic aspect of it, but what I needed to know was for what I'm doing is what I do with this situation. What do with this situation? Do I have a mentor? Do I have a coach? Do I have somebody that's gonna make me accountable for my stuff?
Exactly.
I finally found that. And I'll tell you more about that as well. But when I found it, everything's now making sense.
Absolutely.
And I wish I knew about it like 3 years ago. Because I'm seriously, if I knew about 3 years ago,
right,
I don't have to worry about my job.
Right.
I don't worry about car, no house payment, because it'll all be taken care of. Now I know about it, and I'm literally taking my time each and every day. I'm learning something new. It's making me accountable to do it.
Absolutely.
By the time his May kicks in, I might easily have 5 or 6 clients that's gonna pay me well over $4,000 a month.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Makes perfect sense.
Yep.
Makes perfect sense, and I think that's the best advice I would give to them. Because especially nowadays, you have so many people that are making so much money because the main thing is they're thinking outside of the box.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Listening what the teachers are telling them, listening to what the parents are telling them, and then they're like, you know what? There's other people that are doing this way differently than you guys keep trying to teach me.
Oh yeah.
I might take both paths so I can have a backup plan.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing. It's like, it's great to have a backup plan, but it doesn't mean that college and a career is the only way. I mean, we all know, great example, Nipsey Hussle was a visionary, and he was a high school dropout.
Oh yeah.
He was way beyond what most of us all combined together from a mindset perspective, because, man, for crying out loud, the man was going overseas figuring out how he could have his own Bitcoin.
Nipsey, he took a big gamble when he first came out with his album, not Victory Lap, but his first mixtape. He actually sold it for $1,000
Yo.
And a lot of people,
That one.
even myself, was like, he's bugging. He's bugging. But
Marketing.
but then when I realized what he was included into that, I'm
Right.
like, okay, people are gonna pay for this because what you get afterwards, and it made sense for him. So he took a big gamble and he won on it. A
Exactly.
lot of people, because I'll say this, I honestly would say this, and you guys know me from my confidence level off of that already. If for anybody that don't believe in themselves, nothing that they're going to do is going to work. You got to first believe in yourself for it.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah, the mindset is everything. And the biggest thing is, I always mention him is because he was an outside of the box thinker and implementer. And the problem with a lot of you have too many conformists in the world.
Yeah.
And the people that want to stay in the safe zone. And then 20
Yeah.
years in their life passes by and they're unhappy. And then they wonder why. And it's because they stayed in the safe zone.
And also their peers also be trying to put them down as well.
Yes, exactly.
So,
and that's why I don't really talk to that many people anymore, because my mindset is like, if you're not about making money moves, and you know, if you're not talking about that, then we don't have that much to talk about, bro. I mean, I'm not saying I'm better than you, but my mindset is not on the minute stuff, the mundane.
Oh, yeah.
We've done that. We've been there. We've done that. You know, we're almost 40 out loud. We've been there. You know, we did that yesterday, man. Let's talk about tomorrow, man. I'm looking forward to tomorrow. A lot of people looking at 2020 as being bust. I'm excited about it because this thing has created more opportunities than people can even realize.
Oh yeah, it's just a minor setback. That's all it is.
Thank you, Dan. She took the words out of my mouth.
You know what's crazy about that too? I like to tell some people like, hey, you know, Disney's closed right now. Their stock's dropping. You might want to get into Disney.
Boom.
I put some money in Disney already. I'm like, just wait. It's gonna open up.
It's gonna open up.
You want to
see that, especially with the summer coming.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Open.
Yes. As soon as Disney open up.
I've heard they're trying to push for May 1st for a lot of the places to be back open.
They are.
They are.
They are. I mean, and it's just because they're losing money right now. I mean.
Yeah.
I mean, everything is even restaurants that are still open are still losing money because people out as much. People are much more sensitive about what they're spending their money on.
Yeah.
Including myself. So I've always been like that, but I'm just even more so now because I'm like you, Chris. It's like, in a sense, we're in a Great Depression, and even if they do open everything back up, how many businesses are going to survive this?
Every online retailer has sent a coupon code. This last month, every one of them. 20% off, 25% off.
My sales have gone up through the roof in regards to the mask, the sanitizer, the gloves.
Oh yeah, yep.
Oh, I'm mad about these guys, the sanitizer companies, because they're private companies. They don't even have stock.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm mad about them because I'm like, you know what? If I can't get no sanitizer, I'm gonna get some money off of y'all. Nah, player. We ain't doing that stock stuff. That might go to us instead.
And I mean, one upside, and I try to find the upside in everything. If you got your stuff together, this is going. The housing prices might go down in a lot of areas, so it might be a
time to buy.
Build day for it be a great time to buy.
Talk about that at work. The prices are going to drop because people are going to want to sell their stuff now and buy something for cheaper.
You're gonna have a lot of tired landlords too. That's the main thing because in a lot of areas people aren't paying their rents.
Have they passed anything about that, or can they still kick you out of their place if you're not paying them?
They're holding up. They're holding off on foreclosures for now, and they're doing the forbearance thing in regards to paying your mortgage. You can skip 2 months paying your mortgage, but then you'd have to pay that 2 months in advance on the top of the month. Correct me if I'm wrong, Chris. And I'm just like,
it's something like that. I think what's going to happen is I think what's going to happen because I actually got a letter from them as well. I'm paying mine on time, but I think what they're going to do is just they're not going to take away those 2 months, so to speak.
Exactly.
But they're going to extend your lease for that 2 month time frame. Oh, you still gonna pay stuff on time?
Oh yeah.
Oh, you don't pay it on time.
But it's deferred to later.
Yeah, there you go. They're going to defer. Oh no,
to later.
Not nothing. They don't get the money.
Oh yeah. So say if you're paying $1,000 and then 2 months pass by and you owe $2,000 on top of the additional $1,000 that you're going to owe at that time. So that's $3,000 you're going to owe.
That's
Mhm.
crazy. That's,
Oh,
that's
it's
that
just
too, though.
say again.
That's a trap, though, because if you don't have the $1,000 the first 2 months, how you gonna have $3,000 the third month? You ain't gonna have that.
And you know that's common sense, but you know that's against the law nowadays. So
Yeah.
thank you guys for doing this, man. In closing, you guys have any words of wisdom for everybody out there that's going through it right now?
I would just tell everybody to stay safe. Keep your space. Wash your hands. Think positive. I mean, I know the media wants you to think the world's ending, but
Turn off the news, yeah.
yeah, go about your life the best you can. Eventually it'll pass, and we'll work ourselves back to normal. So.
Yes, indeed. How about you, Chris?
Just everybody keep your head up.
Yeah.
That's all I can say. Just keep your head up. There's so many things going on that you want to just like give it all up. Nah, just keep your head up. Something good is always going to happen.
I know that's right, and that's the best thing. Keep your head up. Something good is going to happen. Stay inside. Practice social distancing.
Yeah.
Thing is as I've been told, I was practicing social distancing before it became a thing.
yeah, you was.
So,
Oh,
thanks for watching, family. Please like and subscribe and share. Check out the online store. We want to become a member of the Karatbars Gold family. Hey, as you see, the dollar is possibly going to be going down even more with inflation. So, you definitely want to invest in gold and stocks and bonds as much as possible. All right, it's free. So check it out and hit me up if you want additional information. Take care.